What is up, my beautiful besties? Thank you so very much for tuning in. Loves, I know I'm a little bit late here. Okay, maybe a lot late. I usually have these Soulful Sunday readings coming out right in the morning for you, but I do still hope that you're here for whenever this gets uploaded. I'm going to do it straight away. So thank you for your patience, and I'm still going to stay on track with tomorrow's Mystic Monday. But let's get into the Soulful Sunday message for you, my loves. Yeah, we'll pull a 3x3 Lenormand spread here and see what your soul wants you to know today. I hope you're having a relaxing Sunday. It's a long weekend. I know the kids go back to school on Tuesday for those in Canada. For those of you who live in the US, it's already kind of started, but I'm pretty sure it's a long weekend for you guys too, right? Let me know in the comments. I'm just, yeah, kind of running around a lot this weekend. It's the kind of the big last hurrah weekend for our little tourist town, and it's been quite busy. So let's see what your soul wants you to know right now as we're tuning in. Okay, besties, so here's the vibe. Right at the heart of this reading, we have the key, okay? And this tells me that Spirit's dropping like a soul level unlock cheat code kind of thing for you right now, okay? I feel like you've been circling around something, okay? Going back and forth and waiting for some kind of sign, and I feel like it's coming through today, okay? There's an answer or a breakthrough or this kind of click moment where this lock finally turns for you, okay? First, I need to talk about the top row, which is the Tower, Paths, and Letter. Some of you may literally be dealing with institutions right now, government work, school, legal stuff, okay? But at a soul level, this looks like some kind of crossroads moment where you're deciding, do I play by the rules or do I carve out my own path? Okay. And with Letter, this could be, a piece of news, a contract, an offer, some kind of official message that forces you to choose. Okay. So you could be seeing a job offer, getting some kind of like acceptance letter, maybe from like university or something, or, a job offer, like I said, or some kind of paperwork that you've been waiting for. It could even be like a small email, right? Or an email. It doesn't have to be small or big or whatever, but a message, right? And it's going to come in, it's going to basically shift your whole trajectory, right? And so we do have woman, key, bouquet, and I gotta, obviously for our Divine Feminist Collective, this is speaking about you, right? Spirit's basically saying to you right now, the solution or the opportunity or the gift, it's in your hands, okay? Or it's falling in your hands. Like right now, as we speak, things are unlocking for you, right? So some of you are going to be handed flowers, okay? Maybe metaphorically, okay, or quite literally. There's going to be some kind of recognition and a lot of compliments, people really seeing your worth. And if you've been doubting yourself lately, okay, your soul wants you to remember that you're not just like part of the scenery, you're not an NPC, okay? You are absolute main character here. So something's coming through for you. Something is unlocking, and it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity that you're going to see. Now, if this is already happening to you right now this weekend, please let me know in the comments because I am curious. You know your girl is nosy. But sometimes our Soulful Sunday readings kind of blend really well with the Mystic Monday, like week ahead. So for me, we could be seeing the two of these readings kind of come together. So I'm really excited to see what comes out for Monday, our week ahead. But you can kind of look at this one like that too, right? Because your soul wants you to know that right now. Now, let me get to the bottom row here. And then I've got some questions too for tarot that I kind of need to know. We need to know more answers here. We have garden, mountain, and tree, okay? And I feel like this is collective energy, okay? The garden right now is community. Mountain is obstacle, yes, but the tree is all about health and grounding and long-term growth. So I do feel like we're all kind of feeling the weight right now of many blockages collectively. Okay, there's global drama, societal stuff, right? That feels very heavy right now. But your soul is reminding you that you are rooted, okay? And your growth isn't stopped just because the world feels pretty heavy or pretty stuck right now. I do feel like you're still expanding, you're still healing. Sometimes the mountain will slow us down a little bit so that the tree, can grow deeper roots. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. So I have to look at the diagonals before we dive into some details. This is like the overall vibe, right, of what your soul wants you to know. It's like you are still going to see beautiful opportunities, even though sometimes the outside world can feel very heavy, very challenging. I feel like you are on a very good path for yourself, and your soul wants you to know that. Again, there's something that we're unlocking here, so we will get to details, okay? But I got to look at the diagonals here, okay? Because I do feel like it's getting a little juicy with Tower, Key, and the Tree. This is like your soul saying, your long-term solution is found when you step into your independence and stop waiting for approval. But I feel like that comes out a lot in our readings, and that's okay because we are here as divine feminists empowering one another. We're not looking for external validation from anyone anymore, okay? Not here. So right now, I feel like it's time to think about your health, your spiritual growth, and your life path overall, okay? Any answers that you're looking for, they're definitely not going to be found in someone else's rule book. They're inside of you. So really checking in with the self is very important right now. Listen to your soul, listen to your heart, listen to your joy. Okay. Now, another diagonal here, or the other diagonal, is letter, key, and garden. And this kind of feels like the right message, the right opportunity is really going to open up to you, is really going to open up a new community to you. Okay. So you might be getting invited to something and you find your people. Okay, there at an event or something, again, that is tied to this unlocking, this breakthrough, this opportunity moment for you. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's literally sending you the right people, the right messages, all, of course, in this divine timing, but right now it feels like this is the time for you. And if you are feeling any sort of guilt, heaviness, doubt because of the extremely heavy energy that is going on in the world around us, it feels like this year has just been getting heavier and heavier and heavier for a lot of things going on, around the planet right now. It is still okay that you are aligning with, your own personal healing, growth, and opportunities. It's still okay for you to tap into the things that do bring you joy. Okay, I have to say that because we can get really lost in the sauce when we allow ourselves to really feel the weight of the world. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying there's a time and place, and you're still here, you're still alive, you're still allowed to radiate the light and really focus on what you can do. Okay, and sometimes I'm picking up on somebody who, and many people, I feel like our collective, just people in general right now, can really get feeling very, very heavy and very helpless about, the state of the world and so many things going on right now, okay, that feel very heavy. Right now, I'm not opening up that conversation because the time and space right now is for this reading for you, transmission from your soul saying, like, it's okay to check in. It's okay to be involved. We don't want to stick our heads in the sand, okay? But we also don't want to bury ourselves in the heavy energy. And what we are here to do is anchor the light and radiate different possibilities. It's almost like we're helping the entire earth, right? And this is why we're here, okay? If you know, right? We are here anchoring the light so that we can really help radiate that light and change the whole vibration of humanity on the planet. Okay, I know it sounds really big, but this is what you're here for. So your soul's saying, even though the times we are living in feel very challenging and very difficult, you getting your flowers and doing the things that feel right for you and following through on these opportunities and still aligning yourself and allowing yourself to feel joy, to feel contented during these heavy, difficult times. It's okay. It's what don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty. Okay. This is what you are supposed to be doing. This is actually helping more than you know, actually, because again, anchoring the love, anchoring the light, on the planet right now, and that's what we need. We need more love. We need more light. Okay, I had to say that because that really wanted to come out, and it's very highly channeled. All right, someone needed to hear that. If that was you, you can let me know in the comments, or if you're shy, just give the video a little like here, and then I'll know. Okay, so let me get back to it. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, where was I? I was talking about the new community of people that you are going to be aligning with, your tribe, your people. And I feel like you're opening again this, either it's like this new path or this new timeline. Like I said, this is a moment where you feel like you're unlocking a new door, okay, a new opportunity. And so, yeah, Spirit wants you to know that that's what's going on for you. It's you're opening something, okay, where I feel like I'm picking up a lot on guilt. Because as you're opening doors and walking through opportunities, there's a lot of people right now who are feeling very stuck and who are feeling very blocked. Okay. But you're here to kind of almost like a pathfinder or a freaking beacon, as I like to say. You're here to show people that there is another way, or, okay, you're a pathfinder. Okay. Anyway, bottom line, let's talk about it. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, okay. I actually almost forgot something here. We do have paths, we have key, and then mountain. I want to look at that because I feel like, again, it's kind of real. Some of the choices that we're facing right now aren't going to be easy, right? Okay. So, I mean, the path you need to take might feel like climbing a mountain, right? But bestie, the key in the middle obviously says you can do this, right? So the obstacle is the way. We want to face the obstacle. We want to overcome the obstacle. Your soul's saying don't avoid the hard road, okay, just because it looks scary. That's where the breakthrough is going to happen. All right. So I wanted to say that as well. And again, bottom line, Spirit is saying that right now is a very clear moment of choice for you. You are unlocking this whole new chapter, this whole new timeline. But it's going to require you to step out of any kind of system that doesn't serve you, okay? Definitely say yes to any invitations that do come in towards you, and trust that, even when the world feels heavy, looks like there's blocks everywhere, your growth is still happening, right? Even if it feels a little bit slow, it is steady, it is radiant, okay? So you're the key, you're the gift, and Spirit wants you to stop doubting that, all right? You are a key yourself, all right? Okay, so one of my first questions here that I have is, what message or opportunity is Spirit trying to deliver to you right now? And how can you recognize it when it shows up? So we're just clarifying that message that's coming in. So what message, what opportunity is Spirit delivering? Okay, 8 of Swords. There's a blockage coming up. 9 of Swords. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. Someone did need to hear this, just to maybe even to get you out of your head. And I'm not calling you out. I'm just being, it is what it is. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. I see. So, okay, so we have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and under the deck was the 8 of Cups. And I feel like answering the question, Spirit saying like, the opportunity here that's being unlocked for you really, and how you're going to recognize it, right? It's freedom, okay? But not like freedom like running away from responsibility or pretending the world isn't messy. Like I said, we're not burying our heads in the sand. This is really about freeing yourself from your own kind of mental traps here. And, the 8 and 9 swords are showing me that, like I said, some of you are caught in loops of worry, right? Which, I mean, fair enough, okay? Maybe you're worried about the future. Maybe, it's about the collective heaviness of the world right now, right? Like every friggin' headline and every drama, every conversation feels like more weight on your shoulders, okay? But this is the unlock moment, okay? Spirit saying you don't have to carry it all. Like the 9 of Cups is here reminding you that it's not selfish to choose happiness, even when we're living in very heavy times, okay? You can be the one who chooses joy, right? When everyone else is choosing fear. You can do that. And that doesn't mean that you don't care. It means you're refusing to let fear be the driver of your life. And that is totally different, right, bestie? It is, okay? Some people get it twisted, but you're still allowed to be happy even when things are looking pretty crazy all around you, okay? And I feel like I said, you're a freaking beacon. You are anchoring in the light. You're anchoring love. So this is part of your mission, okay? And it ain't always gonna be easy. Anyways, With the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, sometimes we've got to just walk away from conversations, people, or environments, right, that are constantly stuck in the negativity, okay? You don't have to match their frequency, okay? And Spirit's basically saying, here's your chance to step into a different vibe altogether, right? And it's one where you're choosing peace, you're choosing joy, you're choosing to build your life around what actually feels good and what actually nourishes you. So I feel like this opportunity is simple, but it's very powerful. You're going to recognize it when you feel that tug to step out of this worry cycle, right, and into your own heart space. I feel like that's the sign. I feel like that's the key. Again, you're the key. You're the key to this. But I want to know, what hidden strengths or gifts do we hold that will help us overcome this mountain challenge in front of us, okay? That's what I want to know next. What hidden strengths or gifts do we possess, that will help us overcome the challenges? Okay, well, King of Cups. Oh, something wanted to jump. Oh, okay. We did get a jumper, but I don't think that was the same card. But you know what? I'll shuffle, and yeah, there it is. All right. Of course, the High Priestess. I like that. Okay, and oh my. Right there. The light and the healing with the star is so beautiful. Okay. Before I start talking about it, I just really want to say that I really love this energy here. It is giving absolute mystical, magical soul vibes, and I'm loving it. I'm so here for it. The King of Cups, okay? This is telling me that your hidden gift is emotional mastery, all right? You might not even realize it, but you know how to stay steady when the waters or the emotions, when things get rough, okay? You have been through some huge storms before, okay? And instead of letting them drown you, you've learned how to anchor yourself, right? That's a power. And a lot of people spin out in chaos, okay? But you're definitely learning how to ride the waves with compassion and grace, okay? With that King of Cups energy, I love it. And then we have the Hangman. So this is about your ability to not only pause to see things differently, or, and not rush into panic mode. You're really able to flow with the changes, and you're able to reframe challenges and look at them almost as opportunities in order to expand, okay? Like where most people might see a block, you really are learning to see an opportunity for you to shift your perspective, and that is growth. And that is priceless. Okay. So, then the High Priestess, I mean, come on. That's who you are. This is your intuition. This is your inner knowing, that quiet connection you have to the spiritual world, to the unseen, right? You don't need constant proof. You just feel what's true. You just know what's true, right? So Spirit's saying, like, your gift is that you trust your soul more than you trust what happens on the outside. You know what I mean? Like in the world around you. And if you've been doubting that, this is your reminder, bestie, that your intuition, it's not just a hunch. It's literally your compass. It is pointing the way, okay? And follow it. Follow it without fear. Okay, because under the deck, we have the star, and that's it, right? You have hope. This is hope. It's hope. It's healing. And again, anchoring light, right? Your soul's literally here to channel, not change. Well, yes, change, but to channel that love, light, and healing into a planet that feels very heavy right now. This is what you're here to do. This is a hidden strength. You're the freaking beacon. You are the lighthouse, right? You don't need to save the whole ocean, okay? But by shining, you are guiding others safely through the waves, right? Safely through the chaos. You're out here anchoring in the love and light. Okay, so I feel like it's very magical, and I feel like your hidden gift is that you are this calm in the storm, okay? You are the shift in perspective. You are this channel of intuition, and you are the light in the dark, okay? You really are. It's not small. This is like world healing stuff, okay? So you're not just overcoming the mountain, bestie. You're teaching others how to climb over it too, okay? You are teaching other people. This is why you're here. Your soul really wants to remind you of that. So I want to know next, and maybe this is what you're unlocking, is just remembering who you are and what you came here to do. Like, it's big, okay? No pressure. Oh, sometimes the pressure is real though. I understand. And that's why we have this. We can step out of that and just lighten it up. Okay, we're going to lighten it up. All right, so how is this choice that we're making now shaping our long-term growth and our future timeline? Again, there's going to be something that comes in to call you to make some kind of choice soon. If not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe this week, okay? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, King of Swords under the deck, flipped upside down. Reversed. Oh, dang, okay, the Five of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Wands. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let me tune into this. Okay, I'm just going to remind y'all, in case you forgot what question it was, because I had to tune into this for a minute, because I felt like Spirit was giving me like, it's almost giving me hell. I feel like Spirit was giving me hell about this. I'll explain it, okay? Because it is all about this crossroads, right? We'll go back to the beginning of the reading where we talk about this is a choice that you're making, right? A choice you're going to be forced to make in a way, and how it's going to shape your long-term growth and your future timeline, right? That's what the question was around. So with this Nine of Pentacles, okay, it starts off looking really good, but then it's like, oh my gosh, King of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Wands. All right, so I feel like this is it. You know, the crossroads that we've been talking about, okay, the Nine of Pentacles is your independence. That's your glow up arc, right? This is the moment where you realize that what you're here to do, that you're capable, that you're abundant and absolutely worthy of happiness and a very good life. This is the timeline that your soul is calling you toward, okay? But there is a catch. With this King of Swords reversed sitting here, it's going to be way too easy to overthink it, or to talk yourself out of it, or to let that fear and that doubt write the script for you. Okay, we can't allow that to happen, because I feel like that's why the Five of Pentacles shows up. I feel like this is why Spirit's given me hell. It's like, if you let your fear of the hard road, okay, the road ahead might be a little hard, right? But if you let that stop you, you're going to risk putting yourself back in this like lack vibe, okay? And I'm being real. Like, you're going to be, I don't want to say like you're going to get a spiritual spank, but you might, like spirits saying like this, you know already what to do. And sometimes when we violate like our own, I want to say terms and conditions, which I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's what I heard. So when you violate your own terms and conditions, like of your own soul agreement, you know, for this life, you know, it's not going to end well. Okay, I gotta say it. So it's like, don't let this fear of the hard road stop you right now. You don't want to risk putting yourself back in any kind of isolation or lack, you know, in this loop where you might be always wondering what could have been, okay? Because Spirit's being so for real with us today. If you know what choice you're meant to make and you stall on it, it's only going to feel heavier later, okay? So the obstacle does not go away. It will grow. And I just have to put that out there, because I'm here to not sugarcoat it. I'm here to, you know, transmit the message, okay? So don't shoot the messenger, friends. It's going to get bigger if you don't choose it, okay? Especially, that's when powers start hitting, and we don't want that. But anyways, under the deck with the Ace of Wands, I mean, this is that spark and the fire and that undeniable calling, okay? It's still yours. It's the universe saying, yeah, the path looks a little bit tough right now, but it's also going to be lit up with passion, creativity, and a brand new beginning. So you can absolutely do this. You were literally made for this, okay? So to me, the message is super clear today. Your future timeline is glowing and it's abundant, right? But you have to choose courage over comfort, right? If you put it off, that climb over the mountain, it's only going to get steeper, okay? So Spirit's saying, don't wait. Trust that fire in your belly. Face the mountain now. Face the challenge now. And that glow up story arc that you've been dreaming of, you know, that's the timeline you are going to be anchoring in, okay? So to close this out, besties, I feel like, you know, again, Spirit gave us this like super clear message today, and we are unlocking this whole new chapter, but it is going to be up to us whether we choose the path that leads to long-term growth or the one that keeps us stuck in fear, okay? We have the strength, right? We have the gifts, and we've definitely got the light to guide us. We just have to make sure to use them. Okay. So remember, you are literally the key. You're the gift. Okay. And this choice in front of you right now, it's going to be shaping the future that you already know you deserve. So please do not let fear stall your glow up. All right. And I feel like that is the mic drop moment for this reading. If you like this, please let me know if you needed this. It feels like a little bit of a swift kick in the pants from your soul today. Um, if you know the choice I'm talking about, please, let me know, because it's a very personal thing, right? And if it hasn't, like I said, if the opportunity has not arose for you, or arisen, how do you say that? Arose, arisen? If it didn't come up for you today, it might come up for you tomorrow, or it might be coming this week. Okay. Timing is very fluid, loves, and we never know. Okay. Those are some things some things, Spirit doesn't give me access to, like exact dates and times. I really wish that I was a Time Lord. Oh my goodness, that would be great, but I'm not. This is what we've got. Okay. And I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for any energy exchange. Thank you for everyone who's been joining our membership, and who usually get to see these readings early. Thank you very much. And yeah, just for being here and being part of my day. I love you guys. Have a great one, and we'll speak again for tomorrow. Bye.